Well, it's a terrific opportunity, to come to a club of Nottingham Forest's magnitude, and it's always nice to get a job. Normally, if you're out of work and then you're waiting in somebody maybe in a bit of difficulty, and it's not the case with this particular job, and it looks an absolutely wonderful challenge for me.
Alex, it all seems to happen very, very quickly. Less than 24 hours after Sean O'Driscoll.
I can assure you it did, yeah.
Was it the same for you, or did you hear about this in advance?
Whirlwind, absolute whirlwind, and it was a surprise, but a very welcome surprise.
What do you feel you can achieve here?
Well, as you said, we're 1 point off the playoffs, so we've got to try and target getting into that top six and ultimately gunning for the Premier League. Any of the clubs, the previous clubs that I worked with were fantastic clubs, and they were fantastic challenges as well. And to be honest, I took those jobs on when they were in a bit of difficulty. So the goal was to try and get them into a position of relative safety. It was, as you said rightly, a difficult job at Villa last season, but it was one that I met head on, and in the end it was great to get them over the line despite the catalogue of horrors we had there. Winning games is obviously something that helps to get fans behind you. I know that in any given job, it's not as if I'm Jose Mourinho walking in here and it would be a unanimously popular decision. I think at times you have to realise that some fans maybe not with you in the beginning, but if we can win games, if the team can produce the football they produced against Leeds in the second half the other day, then there's no reason why we can't get everybody singing from the same sheet.
You were training with the squad earlier. What were your first impressions today?
Yeah, the guys were. The banter was good. You could see a spring in their step. I think probably due to the confidence they took from the victory in midweek. No, I think we'll tread carefully. There's no way I'm going to bring in another 10 players per se, but we certainly look at certain positions, and if we need to reinforce those positions, and if we can target a player who can maybe make a big difference in the games ahead, then we can't ignore that.
Have the last 7 months been useful for you, or have you been chomping at the bit the very moment you left Villa to get back into football?
No, I wasn't chomping at the bit to get back in. I did need that break, but I've enjoyed the break, and I've been a professional supporter for the last 7 months. I've watched a lot of games, including Forest. I've been at a few abroad, Champions League games, and it's very important that you keep your finger on the pulse, and that's what I've done. We looked at the project that the club have in mind, and also the fact that they are nearer the top than at the bottom. I've had a couple of offers, I must admit, that I didn't feel were the right challenges for me. So the Forest one was.